Okay, this is the the Everlast Lightning MTS 275. It's a multi-process machine. It's 275 amps. Very, very nice machine right here. I've been welding for 25 years. I bought this as a mobile welder to throw in the back of my truck and take to jobs and beat the hell out of it. But then I started using it and realized it's not a machine that you want to beat up. It's really, really nice. Fits 33-pound spool of wire in here. It has double rolls for your wire, which is super, super nice. I think it weighs 70 pounds. So if you put a 33-pound roll of wire in there, it's 100 pounds. I have quick connects on there because if you're TIG welding, you plug the gas in there. If you're spool gun welding, you plug the gas in there. Or if you're MIG welding, vice versa. It does have the 2 fans that run all the time. So you'll hear that if you're using it. I use this as an air-cooled TIG welder for a few months and put it through its paces. I also put it through its paces on the MIG gun. 14-foot box truck. 1, 2, 3 welds per side, no stopping. I did not hit the duty cycle on this machine. But welding aluminum, the torch did get hot, so I went ahead and I ordered a 25-foot. And one thing I don't understand about these TIG welders is the people that do a lot of TIG welding, why don't they get one of these switches instead of a foot pedal? If you're walking around, you know, a table, you'll be kicking a pedal around. I can walk 25 feet and still have the exact same control. What a lot of people don't realize is when they get these, if they turn their amps to, like, say 80 or 100, 120, whatever they're going to set their machine, you have to go all the way up to the top to get that amperage. Well, if you double it, if you turn it up to 200, now you only got to go part way. So you're only moving this much to control your weld. Super, super easy to use and definitely a lot better. And you're not kicking a pedal around and wearing that out. Here's the cooler. I ended up getting the cooler. It's a little bit louder, so I'm turning it off for now. These are the settings on this machine. You can hit program, and let's see how many. There's 16 settings. 16 settings you can set. So right now, if I want to TIG stainless, I just hit program and it'll go to all of my settings that I have programmed in there. So say I change a program, like if I'm doing if I'm out in the fields and I have my air-cooled torch, alright, so when I turn it on, it's on. Whatever my amperage is, that's what it is there. If I want to use the like my finger control that I have, I just put it on pedal. The finger torch is for the button, on and off only. The 2T is the same. I just leave it on 2T. But you go back, if you want to save, if you change any of your settings, if you hold program, it'll save it under whatever number you're on. So I think this one here is when I'm using my air-cooled torch. So we'll go to our see what our control is set at. So our first one's set at pedal. So let's go down to this one here. This one might be set up the same also. We'll have to look. Okay, it's at 2T. So that's on my air cooled, I have just an on and off button, and I'll weld with the on and off button on that one. MIG, I have a MIG set up. There's another TIG stainless, stick welds, regular MIG welds. I have two different settings on that. We'll go to this MIG weld. What I did, because this has so many different settings, your inductance, your post flow, your wire speed in, down slopes for your spot, stitch, burn back. It has a lot of settings on here. So what I did is I went to power set, and let's see, I changed my wire. I have 035 wire. My material, say I'm welding 1/8 inch material, I know that this needs to be set at 19 volts, 60 for the wire speed. So when I go back here, you see how it's at 19.4 and 60. I know that that is a good setting for 1/8 inch material, and you can adjust it accordingly. The last time I was MIG welding, that's what I had it set at. I've messed with the inductance setting from 1 all the way up to 99, and I really didn't see a difference. Post flow is good. That 1 second post flow, actually I could turn it down a little bit, but I think at that time I was welding outside, so that extra gas was really nice. You could do the same thing, like we can also change everything here by putting the up and down. Same thing with stick weld. You can say what rod, what material we're welding. So there's our amps. Usually not going to stick weld 1/8 inch, but you go with a higher rod. So 1/8 inch all the way up to 3/8, 3/16. You know, 120 amps is good for 3/16 with an 1/8 inch rod. So you go over here, you can adjust your setting. This machine welds really good stick welding also. Very happy with this. You welding 1 inch plate and above, you can really turn up the amps on this machine. But I'm going to be welding some aluminum. So I'm going to TIG aluminum. I'll go there. And my amps are set at 220. The high frequency, I have the high frequency, or you can have lift arc or TIG arc start. Also on this machine here, your waveform. On the square wave, you get a really good dig. The soft square, you're going to have to use a little bit more amps to weld, but you get a smoother weld. The triangle and the round, whatever this end one is, which I forget, that's for welding really thin metal, to turn it over there. But I want the dig. I like to be able to start my arc and get a puddle. Balance, I usually keep it between 30 and 35. 30 is for like new metal. My Hertz at 125, 130-ish. These are the parts that I'm welding. All brand new machined aluminum parts. And I got a box of them. So we'll go ahead and we'll start welding these together right now.